throw me down and beat me, but I'm going. And she ran right into the one coming from New York. It must have been going 30, 40 miles an hour.
What's your relation to them?
I owned the diner up the road. It was a yellow car, a big yellow car, new.
You won't have to tell me what kind of car it was. I know what kind of car it was!
Wilson, you got to pull yourself together. Wilson, are you listening to me? Wilson, listen. Come on, I just got here from New York a minute ago. Hello, Wilson. I was bringing that coupe we've been talking about, remember? Come on, I haven't seen that car all afternoon, the one I showed you at the garage. I haven't seen it at all. I borrowed it. I borrowed it from someone else.
What's going on?
I'm a friend of his. He says he knows the car that did it. It was a yellow car.
Yeah, and what color is your car?
A blue car, a coupe.
He's telling the truth. We've just come from New York. We were on our way to West Egg when we saw something happen, so we stopped.
Alright, let's clear this area now. Now, if you could just tell me that name again correctly this time.
Damn coward. Didn't even stop his car. Daisy! Daisy, wait!
Let me go, please let me go. I need to get inside.
It's all right. Everything's going to be all right.
Ruined, it's ruined. Don't you see?
It's going to be fine, I promise you.
Everything's so confused.
It's my fault. None of this would have happened if I hadn't held things right the first time. But now I'm taking care of it.
Just wanted it to be beautiful.
Do you believe that I love you, Daisy? Daisy, look at me. Do you believe that I love you?
Yes.
What we said at the hotel doesn't mean anything. All right, Tom was pressuring you, making you say things you didn't mean, upsetting you.
I'm no good for you.
You're the finest, loveliest, the most beautiful person I know.
What is...
Nothing's going to happen. I'm going to take care of everything. Now, I want you to go inside, okay? I'm going to wait out here just in case he tries to bother you. And if he does, I want you to turn the lights on and off.
He won't hurt me.
I don't trust him. I'm going to wait out here just in case.
How long will you wait?
All night if necessary. My whole life if you want.
Do you really love me that much?
Yes.
What do I do? What do I say? You know how I am. I'll ruin everything.
He knows you're upset. Now, it's okay to be upset, but just don't let him talk you into anything. Or don't say anything. Just give me time to set everything up, and we'll go away like we planned.
Yes, yes.
As soon as I know you're safe here tonight, I'll wait for your phone call at home. Our love is all that matters, Daisy. We'll go back to Louisville and get married and have the life we want to have. You asked me if we can erase time. The answer is yes. I'm erasing it here, right now. The past is erased forever. It's only you and me.
Oh my God, Jetty, he's home.
Go inside. I'll wait out here. Nothing's going to happen, Daisy. Nobody's ever going to hurt you again. Call me tomorrow. I'll wait for your phone call at home. I ought to have dropped you in West Egg, Nick. There's nothing we can do tonight. I'll telephone for a taxi to take you home. You two better go inside and then get you some supper. If you want any, come in.
No thanks. But I would like it if you ordered me that taxi. I'll wait outside.
Daisy's home. Goodbye then, Nick. Come by tomorrow.
Are you sure you won't come in, Nick?
No thanks.
It's only 9:30. You might as well make the best of it.
Is it true?
What?
What Tom said. The scandal about your tournament.
What's that got to do with anything?
They say you moved your ball from a bad lie, Jordan. And that's how you won.
People say all kinds of things when you're famous.
The caddy retracted his statement. Did you buy him off?
Nick, you're one of the few honest people I know. Please come inside.
Goodbye, Jordan.
That's it? You're throwing me over?
Look, I just want to go home.
You're throwing me over for a rumor?
I just need some time.
Fine, run away. Be a coward. I didn't give a damn about you anyway. I mean, I guess it was a new kind of experience. Do you remember the conversation we had about driving a car?
What about it?
You said that a bad driver could only get into an accident if she met another bad driver. Well, I guess I meant another bad driver, didn't I? I mean, it was careless of me to make such a wrong guess. I thought you were different, Nick. I thought you were rather honest. Man, I thought it was your secret pride.
Look, Jordan, all right, I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm 5 years too old to lie to myself and call it honor. Okay?
Goodbye, Nick.
Hello there.
Jesus! What are you doing?
Just standing here, old sport. You see any trouble on the way here?
Yes.
Was she killed?
Yes.
I thought so. I told Daisy I thought so. It's better that the shock should come all at once, though. She stood it pretty well. I mean, I got to Westlake by a side road and left the car in the garage. I don't think anyone saw, but of course I can't be sure. Who was the woman?
Her name was Wilson. Her husband owned the garage. What the hell happened?
Well, I tried to take the road from Daisy as the woman was coming
Well,
toward.
Daisy. Daisy was driving the car.
Yes, but of course I'll say it was me.
I thought you were...
You see, Nick, when she was leaving the hotel, she was feeling pretty nervous, so she thought it would steady her to drive. I thought this woman rushed at us just as we were passing a car coming the other way. It all happened in a minute, but it seemed to me as if she was trying to get our attention, as if she knew us or something. Well, first, Daisy turned away from the woman towards the other car. And then she lost her nerve and turned back. As soon as my hand reached for the wheel, I felt a shock. It must have killed her instantly.
Ripped her open, for Christ's sake.
I don't want to know.
Why didn't you stop? Turn around and get help.
I tried to, Nick. I tried, but she stepped on it, so I pulled up the emergency brake. But she fell into my lap and asked to be taken home.
You've got to go to the police.
I can't do that.
Tell them it was an accident.
Nick, I'm going to fix everything.
Well, people saw the car. There are eyewitnesses. You can't just have a car like that, Jay, all right? They're going to trace it back to you, and then they're going to realize Daisy was the one driving the car.
I'm not going to let that happen, Nick. And neither are you. Well, she'll be all right tomorrow. I'll wait out here and see if he tries to bother her.
A taxi. Listen, I really wish you'd just come home, please.
I'm going to wait out here until Daisy goes to bed.
Jay,
Goodbye, Nick.
I don't understand you people.
George, you should drink some coffee. It'll do you good.
I have a way of finding out about that car. Who it belongs to? A couple of months ago, she came back with her face bruised, her nose swollen. Oh my God, he killed her.
Who did?
I have a way of finding out.
This has been a strain on you, George. You don't know what you're saying.
He murdered her.
It was an accident, George.
I'm one of these trusting fellas who don't think any harm to nobody. But when I get to know a thing or two, I know it. It was that man in the yellow car. She was running towards him and she wouldn't stop.
How could she have been like that?
She's a deep one.
Do you have a friend like a telephone?
I spoke to her. I told her, you can fool me, but you can't fool God. I took her to the window and I said, God knows what you've been doing. Everything that you've been doing. You may be able to fool me, but you can't fool God. God sees everything.
Nothing happened. I waited, and at about 4 o'clock, she came to the window, stood there for a minute, and asked to be taken home.
You've got to go away. Atlantic City, or up to Montreal.
I can't do that. Couldn't possibly be Daisy.
Why don't you just listen to me? Please.
I owe you an apology, Nick.
I don't care about that.
I owe you an apology for some of the lies I've been telling. James Gatz. That's really, or at least legally, my name.
See, we're cousins, Nick. 2 boys from the Middle West who come east to find their fortune. My parents were farm people up in North Dakota. Good people, honest people, but poor. So I invented sort of Jay Gatsby that any 17-year-old boy would come up with. And then I met Daisy. Of course, I expected her to throw me over. I mean, after all, what did I have to offer? Just some poor farm boy? But she didn't. Because she was in love with me. Is in love with me. Now I have her again. And this time it's going to be the way it should have been.
Thank you.
For what?
Well, 20 minutes for my train. I missed 3 already. I really don't want to go to work today, but I have to. I'll call you.
And you want to know something funny? I haven't used this pool all summer.
Please, I just really wish you'd go away for a few days.
And hunt. You've been a good friend, Nick. And I appreciate it.
I'll call you at noon.
Daisy will call soon, don't you think?
I suppose so.
I mean, after all, we made promises to each other.
Yes.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye, old sport.
You're a rotten crowd, Gatsby! You weren't the whole goddamn bunch put together! I remember the rest of that day and that night and the next day. It's just an endless reel of policemen and newspapermen and photographers. Most of the reports about Gatsby were just a nightmare. Gruesome, circumstantial, eager, untrue. I found myself on his side, Gatsby's, and alone. No one cared. No one. Where were the party people now? I called up Tom and Daisy to see how they were taking it, but they had gone away that afternoon, leaving no return address. I just cared so much. I wanted to get somebody from him. So I went into the room where he laid. I just said to him, please, Gatsby, trust me. Okay? Trust me. And I'll get somebody for you, okay? I'll get somebody for you.
I can't do it.
You were his best friend.
I raised him up out of nothing, right out of the gutter.
The funeral was this afternoon.
I'd like to come.
Then come.
I can't. When a man dies, I don't like to get mixed up in it.
He would want you there.
Mr. Carraway, let us remember our friendship for a man when he's alive, not after he's dead.
The day of the funeral, nobody came. No one. Daisy didn't even send a flower. One afternoon in late October, as I was walking down Fifth Avenue, I saw Tom and Daisy walking ahead of me. And just as I stopped to fail to overtake them, They had spotted me.
Nick? Daisy, look, it's Nick. What's the matter? You object to shaking my hand?
Yes, you know what I think of you, Tom.
You're crazy, Nick. Crazy as hell. I don't know what's wrong with you.
What did you say to Wilson? That's what's wrong.
I told him the truth. When I came to the house, he would have been crazy enough to kill me if I had it. He had a revolver in his pocket the whole time with his hand on it. What does it matter? Gatsby had it coming. He ran over Myrtle like he'd run over a dog. He didn't even stop his car.
You were always my favorite cousin, Nick.
You are callous people! Do you hear me? You're callous people! You destroy things and creatures, and then you retreat back behind your money! Or your vast carelessness! Or whatever the hell keeps you together! I couldn't forgive them. After Gatsby's death, the East had become haunted for me. Distorted. It was time to go back home. Back home, where the wind of the brittle leaves stirs in the air, and that blue wind blows the laundry stiff on the line. And as I brooded on all this, I thought of that moment when Gatsby chose out the light at the end of Daisy's dock. He had come so far to this huge failure of a house and his blue gardens, and his dream must have seemed so close he couldn't possibly fail to grasp it. Gatsby believed in the green light, that orgastic force that year by year recedes before us. It eludes us now, but that's no problem. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch our arms out farther, and one fine morning. So we beat on. Boats against the current, borne ceaselessly into the past.